Gentlemen, how's it going? It is DevsBooth here, and today we're back with a new loadout. Today we are focusing on splash damage for Moze, and it's going to be a very, for lack of a better word, explosive time. And so I just want to show you off just a taste of what's going to be happening. As you can see here, especially, you just gotta check it out. So we're going. Look at all those criticals. Look at all the criticals. And so, I'll tell you guys later about that little part. To start off, I want to go over the class setup and then the skill points. I did record a video about this previously. It was over 25 minutes long, and I showed you not everything I wanted to. So I'm doing this again to really cut it down. To start off, the main focus will be the prompt critical. As you can see here, there's a lot of weapon splash damage radius, and it has the consecutive hits stuck on it. So the more times you hit the enemy, the more damage you will end up doing. A big thing about this setup will actually be fire, and so, or incendiary. So if you're able to find a prompt critical with the incendiary damage, I wholeheartedly recommend it. And with this particular setup, this will actually require DLC 4 if you don't happen to have DLC 4. I'm sure there's something you can build for it, but this particular video will require it. And I do have it so that in case you don't happen to have the other DLCs, which on this particular console I do not have, you don't have to have, it's going to be built so that if you do have the DLC, there are weapons and other items I would recommend more so than what I have included. But if you don't, it's not super important. You just do have to have the DLC for. And so that is the main weapon. This is, again, it's a splash damage build. The shield we will be using will be the faulty star. You don't have to use any particular shield, just one that will keep you up, so that you're not dying all the time. You want to have a shield that will be recharging and keep you going. This one just happens to be where if you do get hit, there's a chance to trigger a nova around the attacking enemy, just to deal more damage to everyone. High recharge rate, and well, our shields will most likely not always be full. If they are, we can move a little bit faster. And then on the actual skill end, there is a bonus corrosive damage for the weapon for 10 seconds. This will not be a action skill type of class. However, if you do happen to use the Iron Bear, you're about to go down, you just need to get out of a situation, whatever, just not focused on it. The cloning matting tracker, because for one of the skills, when you throw your grenade and it hits enemies with the grenade, not a enemy like damage done, you return health that way. You want to make it so that you do have a MRRV grenade. However, this one is level 1 to keep the damage down because of fire and skag done, so that with all the explosions and all the fire damage going on, you don't want to accidentally kill yourself while you're trying to heal yourself. Again, so it'll break up into MRV grenades. It's going to track down enemies as well. So basically, it's just going to heal you. The important thing, or another important thing, is the actual class mod, which is the Blastmaster. The longer Moze goes with overloading, the more splash damage she deals. You saw a little bit in the intro there about how we did not reload the magazine until the very end. So basically, the longer you go without doing it, the more splash damage you deal, and our ammo will refill in the clip and the magazine, so we'll be able to go for a long time. It does have bonus splash damage and weapon magazine size, which is very important, as well as weapon charge speed, as we do have some Mellow 1 weapons, so that's always nice to have. You want to have a higher weapon magazine size, so that depending on your fire rate, which is why another one of the shields is kind of iffy, you don't want to spend your clip before you can regenerate the ammo. The SMG I recommend is from the DLC 4. It's the Bloodstar Beast. Super great. It does shoot super fast, which is a problem. However, if you want to have SMG, this one is what I'd recommend. It does explosive damage, explosion damage, so you're going to keep up with the splash damage as well. And then, but again, fire damage will be something we focus on. Consecutive hits will be something we focus on, as you can see on this particular weapon. This is something you're going to be using for big boys, big bosses. And then I have the Santok, again, incendiary, again, consecutive hits. As you know with the Santok, you fire it, fewer more shots follow after it. So you will be doing, you'll get that consecutive hit bonus, as well as the fire damage bonus, as well as the splash damage bonus. Basically, this is going to be for bosses that you don't want to spend a lot of time trying to hit, especially with the pistol. But again, due to the lower ammo size, this will be something that, in case you just need to be like a one and done. And with this particular setup, you will actually be able to do like Mayhem 10, you'll be able to do takedowns, bosses, whatever you're looking to do. And then to start off, again, this is if you have the DLC. If not, no worries. But if you do have the other DLC, I wholeheartedly recommend you use this weapon. I am showing you on a console that does not have it, so just so that you are aware, just in case you don't have the other DLC. But that would be the flipper. Again, you're looking for that incendiary damage bonus on it. Consecutive hits. It's a pain in the butt to farm for, so if you do have the time, you want to have the good weapon, this is it. Unlike the Bloodstar Beast, it does fire slower, which is good. You don't want to fire too fast, and the damage will be good, the splash damage will be good. This is what you're aiming for. I showed you the back burner. The plate bearer, another great rocket launcher. You're looking for that splash damage. You do want it in the right elemental and consecutive hits. I don't have it in incendiary, that's why you're seeing it in shock. The light speed, again, you don't have to have the tracker grenade, and so you can see here, the grenade thrown. You do want to have that anointment. At least I wholeheartedly recommend you want that anointment for the weapon, grenade, and action skill damage being increased. But it is the grenades to hit the enemy that will heal you, not how much damage is done. The next thing would be the knowledge, the pearl, because as you can see here, it does have that stacking effect for the damage, 90%. That's something you're really looking for. You want the higher magazine size, again, something you're really looking for. You don't want to have super high fire rate, which this one has, so I would recommend it, but it's really depending on your loadout. And then the old god, as you can see there on shield break, the next shot deals 100% shield capacity as amp damage, something you want. Bonus incendiary damage, another thing you want, and the bonus health. This is the shield I'd recommend. You can use any shield, but this is the one I'd recommend. And with that, we have the skill tree. Again, I'm trying to keep this video shorter than the half an hour was before. So I'm just going to run through it. You're not really looking to use Iron Bear. So you can have it set up how you want. I have it as a big rocket, just to deal the damage, to heal you, keep you going, take out mobs. The Daka Bear and Man Turret on the back of the Iron Bear, in case you use it, deals bonus damage. Cloud of Lead. Occasionally, Moze and Iron Bear shots will deal incendiary damage and won't consume ammo. You won't consume ammo, you're dealing fire damage. Incendiary damage is going to be key here. This is increased to the incendiary damage. You want to have that as high as you can. Again, you're looking to deal bonus incendiary damage, splash damage, and crits. After Moze scores a crit hit, she regenerates health and ammo for a few seconds, as you saw with the prompt critical on the Jack. Cutout there, we did a whole lot of critical hits, so you're going to be regenerating your ammo and health all the time. And then when you run and shoot, you do get lifesteal on your bullets. And firing the skate then, super important. Whenever Moze deals splash damage, she deals bonus incendiary damage. This is a splash damage build. You want to have as high incendiary damage as you can, so everything is tying together here. Killing an enemy reduces the action skill cooldown rate. Not super important, but we needed to get to the bottom too. And if you happen to use Iron Bear, you can have it tailored to how you want it. All splash damage dealt by Moze has a chance to double in size. This is toward cross promotion. You want to make sure you don't kill yourself. Because the splash damage is doubled in size, you're hitting more, you have a higher potential to hit yourself. However, splash damage will be increased as well, as you can see there. Whenever Moze deals splash damage, there's a chance to add ammo to her currently equipped weapons and magazine, with a smaller chance to return a grenade. Grenade's not super important, you want it back in your magazine, that's why you want to have that maxed. Moze's grenades have a chance to score a critical hit. Critical hit is going to get the health back, get the ammo back. You want to have that as high as you can. This one is important. Whenever Moze exits Iron Bear, pardon me, I just want to make sure to get through this. It will remain deployed for a short time. It'll take out enemies. Depending on how you have it set up, it can do the splash damage. It's a good thing to have. Whenever Moze damages an enemy with a thrown grenade or Iron Bear deals area damage, again, you want to have the rocket if you're feeling it. It restores a portion of the missing health, and Iron Bear receives half this bonus. Super good to have. You have two things shooting at once. It'll keep you going. Keep your health up. Whenever Moze gains the ability to throw a grenade, sorry. Alright, 3, 2, 1. So this is to the last. Moze gains the ability to throw a grenade while in fight for your life. Not super important, but depending on the explosion damage, which will happen super easy with throwing grenades, especially with the one we have equipped. You're going to be doing the fire damage, all this types of damage. You should be able to get back up. However, it is important to heal yourself before you go down, as you know. And whenever Moze deals gun damage, there is a chance to add a secondary explosion centered on the target. More explosion, more damage, better you feel. I keep hitting the wrong button there. And then lastly, in the shield of redistribution, you want to have your shield up for as long as you can. So when Iron Bear gains a shield, when Moze's shields are active, she gains damage reduction, super important, and increased damage. So you want to have the shields up as much as you can. This whole setup is about having her shields up, so that the more shield, the more damage you do, is pretty much it. And whenever, with this, the experimental munitions, whenever you score a critical hit, they deal bonus incendiary damage. We're already doing bonus incendiary damage, so you want to have that up as high as you can. This is to help keep your shield up and charging as much as you can. Again, increases your shield, increases your damage for every enemy you kill. You want to keep that up, keep the shields up. And whenever Moze's shields is fully depleted, she instantly regains a part of her shield. And then bonus gun damage. So shields will be a big thing. You don't want to have it too high, but you want to have it high enough where you're not losing it. Alright, so I'm going to show you some mobbing, I'm going to show you some bosses, and just to show you the loadout. And so obviously incendiary is not good against shield, so having your weapons in shock will help a lot. Oops. Again, super easy. Oh, uh-oh. Never go. Super easy, not hard. You do have to make sure you have just a way to take down shields or armor just in case it's needed. But again, super fast. Right before we died, instead of reloading, throw out the grenades. You know, they can do critical hits. Critical hits are going to regenerate your ammo in your magazine, which will keep you going. That way you don't have to reload. Okay, perfect. That way you don't have to reload. So again, I do think having the MRV will be really helpful. You'd have to be careful of the splash damage, especially if you're using rocket launchers anyways. And there you saw, I meant until we died. We didn't have to reload. We were able to do an insane amount of damage. It's level 65, Mayhem 10, crazy. And as you can see here, we do have loose explosion, the floor is lava, kind of annoying, pool party, and post-mortem. So nothing really affecting what we do, nothing really affecting what we don't do. You want to make sure that you are able to do the incendiary damage as well. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for next time. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you guys later.